This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Thank you for tuning in. If you have an immigration problem, please get in touch with me and I'll do my best to help you. Today I'm going to be talking about some quite disturbing news. It appears that the Home Office, its Supremo, Cruella Braverman, is now seeking to effectively censor free speech. One might have thought that the Home Office had better things to do, such as dealing with the 140,000 outstanding asylum cases or funding the Tribunal service properly, or government might do that. With echoes of George Orwell's 1984 ringing in my ears, it appears that the Home Office is now trying to legislate something that will effectively end an element of free speech. Our dear leader, well, you cannot really count missing in action Rishi Cruella has been emboldening the right wing of the Tory party more and more, and this week has introduced a particularly draconian measure into Parliament. The Culture Secretary, Michelle Donelan, announced that the online safety bill would be amended to prevent tech platforms from hosting videos that show people crossing the channel in small boats in a positive light. Tech platforms must proactively prevent the type of video from reaching users. The reason for this is that these videos could apparently be seen as aiding and abetting immigration offences. This is, in my view, a laughably bad excuse and goes way too far, in my opinion. The phrase positive light conjures up images of TikTok videos showing happy smiling migrants getting onto seized Russian oligarchs' yachts in Calais and sipping a cocktail whilst they cross the English Channel before being rolled out the red carpet when they get to the United Kingdom. So far, not even Nigel Farage, that spokesman of free speech and right-wing demagogue, hasn't seen any of these yachts arriving with his Toy Town binoculars. And if there was ever a man that would delight in filming such an event with his iPhone or whatever mobile phone he uses, he certainly hasn't seen any or posted any. But no, if not even the UK's self-appointed guardian of our sovereignty can hide that the reality is that these journeys are carried out on small rubber dinghies that are not designed for such a dangerous and perilous crossing. And people find out about the truth is that people generally would find out about smugglers through word of mouth. I haven't seen some flash advertising campaign offering the cocktail service across the channel, or if there is, I've missed it. Funny how a government that goes on about being anti-woke and against the cancellation culture is now effectively seeking to do the same. What next? Are we going to have the Home Office enforcement thought police? Whereby they determine whether or not you've been thinking about helping an illegal migrant, or whether you know of an illegal migrant but have failed to tell the government. And what troubles me is that I've done a number of videos where I've used thumbnails of what are clearly desperate people on inadequate boats arriving or being rescued in the English Channel. I'm certainly not promoting that in a positive light. It's a tragedy. But the reality is there is no way into the United Kingdom lawfully for people to claim asylum at present, except for a few countries. And until that changes, people unfortunately will make desperate journeys. I don't encourage them to use people smugglers. I think they put their lives at their risk if they do. But the fact is that even when Cruella was asked by a Conservative MP how somebody could claim asylum from an African country, she made reference to the safe routes, which she ought to know don't really apply, and then couldn't give a straight answer. Truth is, there isn't an easy way to claim asylum in the United Kingdom, and because there isn't an easy way, which is something the government ought to fix, people fall into the hands of criminals, people smugglers, and put their lives at risk. I would not want to cross the channel in a rubber dinghy in the best of weather. I simply wouldn't, and I can't believe that people do so out of choice or out of pleasure. But I digress. If this amendment does become law, then I will undoubtedly tell you when and why and how and the implications of it. Let's just hope it dies a death and is forgotten about as just yet another piece of right-wing hysterical nonsense that is honestly emanating from the pit of Cruella Braverman's mind. Thank you for watching this video. Do stay safe in these treacherous times. It is very, very cold at the moment. And please subscribe to my channel. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.